state becoming too liberal for your conservative values?
There's one Republican who said he is done with California and decided to move to Texas. Once he figured out a lot of people did the same thing, he started a company called Conservative Move to help his fellow conservatives move to more like-minded states.
The founder of that company, Paul Chabot, joins us now from Dallas after making that move. Paul, good to have you with us.
Having me. Great to be with you and your listeners and those at home watching.
I got to say, when I heard the story, I was thinking, you know what, too often today, though, you have people that live in their own cul-de-sacs, right, surrounded by just people who think like you, who look like you. So I guess to push back a little bit, why not say we're going to be in California with people that are a bit different than us? And, you know, if we have strong conservative values and opinions, let's double down on that and hopefully try to make a difference where we live.
Well, many of us tried to make a difference, and, you know, great point. My wife and I were born and raised in California, 43 years. I've been in law enforcement, military. We've got 4 young kids. When we were born and raised in California, it was a great state. We used to have great schools, safe streets, good-paying jobs. It's the complete opposite now that liberals are in control of California. And so it's very difficult for working families or just about anybody not only to make a living, but to feel safe and want to raise your kids in an area that in many parts of the state, you've got tent cities, crime is out of control, schools at the bottom percentile, and many of us are leaving not only California, but other liberal states for a better lifestyle for our children.
Paul, you're not just making an ideological argument, you're making a quality of life argument that states like Texas, because of Republican leadership, have better opportunities for kids. But you ran for Congress in California because you wanted to try to change it there. What ultimately is your message to Abby's point? I mean, I think if you flee every bastion where liberals control, they just take more control and things fail even more. What's the balance between fighting back where you are or going to say, hey, I'm going to close ranks somewhere where it really reflects my values?
Yeah, I think you really got to fight where you have a fighting chance. And many of us tried in California. We've got a shrinking Republican membership out there that is moving to other states. But people really have to look at life through the lens of children. You know, where's the best place to raise your kids? And that was our primary concern looking at California. And so many of us have made that decision. I'd say over 2,000 families have contacted us from around the country, not just wanting to move to Texas, but other red states as well. And we're happy to help them, but we're also happy to share our story with them to make it a very comfortable process.
So you've now moved your family. How many kids do you have?
We have 4, and they're at home watching. Their ages 10, 8, 7, and our little boy is 4 years old.
Such a beautiful family. So they're now living in Texas. What is life like now in Texas? And have you found other people and other families that have gone through similar things that you all have that feel more comfortable somewhere else?
Sure, absolutely. Living in Texas is amazing. And I will say leaving California is kind of like leaving a bad relationship that you truly didn't know how bad it was until you're out of it. And being in Texas, you kind of feel like you're in a dream, you're in a vacation, you're with people who, many of which left California long before we did. We're not pioneers in this. My neighbor across the street's from California, the postman, the guy here at your Fox studio in Dallas. So many people have already left California. Look, in Texas, we've got a 98.2% graduation rate in our school district. Wow. Crime is virtually unheard of.
And low
there's
taxes.
Jobs. Absolutely. 4 of the top 10 cities in America are located here in North Texas. And so you see major businesses leaving California and moving to other states, and families are simply making the same decision as well.
Paul, that's the other side of the equation, the economic equation. States like Texas are becoming a magnet because they've got real business opportunity.
That sounds good as we live in New York City.
Paul Chabot, that's right. And taxes aren't quite what they are here in Texas. So good on you.
Paul, thanks for coming on this morning.